The Terrace City Council met last night for a full night of discussion. CFTK's Zack was on scene, and he joins me tonight from outside City Hall. So Zack, from what I understand, it was a busy night in City Council.
Yeah, Brandon, thank you so much and good evening. I think it was certainly a busy night, and I think that was primarily highlighted by the discussion around Safe Streets bylaw. For quite some time, the council has been discussing this and ways to improve safety in the overall downtown core. And what they plan on doing is actually trying to implement a new Safe Streets bylaw. Now, you might be wondering, what is kind of the biggest difference with the one that they had? Well, the one that they had was called a nuisance bylaw, which didn't really cover many parameters, especially work going on in the downtown core and as well as public disturbances. Now, the bylaw officers will be able to fine and even issue warnings to repeat offenders or anybody else, and those fines can go all the way up to $50,000, which is pretty well standard for most bylaw and practices, even though that you may never even see a ticket over $1,000. Now, that was one of the biggest issues that kind of came along with this, and there was lots of discussion around this with the pricing and even just the fact that you're taxing some of the most vulnerable populations. That was something that was addressed in yesterday's council. Now, mail-in ballot was also another issue that was discussed last night at the City Council meeting, and they actually adopted a bylaw last night saying that they're basically opening up mail-in ballots to anybody who really wants one. Previously, like we mentioned before and we reported on earlier, you kind of almost needed a reason to want a mail-in ballot. Now that is something that they're going to implement across the board. So if you're voting for your next mayor, you can actually do that by mail from the comfort of your own home. There was a lot of discussion on whether that or not there would be some double voting in some areas, and city staff has been looking to other municipalities and Elections Canada for how exactly they can combat that a little bit, and they seem to have it all sorted out now with a registry of all the names, especially with those with the mail-in ballot system, and that was something that they've kind of been looking at as well. There was lots of discussion around that and previously, and they were also mentioning that the number of signatures that you have in order to get in as a city councillor, that is upped, and as well as the mayor. Now you're going to need half a dozen or 25 signatures to get yourself into a council seat. Lots of other interesting things on the docket as well. A new storage unit is proposed for the city of Terrace, 40 units, which will go adjacent to the one there on Keith Avenue, just on the south side of Terrace. So they'll be looking to implement that in the near future. Also, they're looking to the province for future developments as they try to increase safety around slope hazards when building along some of those hills like Landfair Hill and Terrace Mountain. Brandon?
All right, that's CFTK's Zack joining me from outside City Hall. Thank you, Zack.